Hi, my name is Devi, and I am the owner of Dynabe Art Studios. The thought of an art shop began in 2014 as a little egotistical fantasy that my art would be groundbreaking. My creations would take over the world, everyone would be so invested in this coming from nothing storyline that I could live off of social media posts. I could live a life producing art and characters that everyone felt connected to. That didn't happen, but I still stuck to making art. Went to college for art, won some scholarships and awards for art, and by the time it was all said and done, earning my Bachelor of Fine Arts, I did not want to do art anymore. As it turns out, either that was a lie or I just really dislike current work-life balance expectations because I came back. Dynabe Art Studios, although part of all college career development workshops, both in and out of class, was not going to be a real place, digitally or physically, to buy my work until the first quarter of 2024. That first launch was an enamel pin of the Sun Tarot card and a few stickers. I don't sell them anymore, and it's not because they're sold out. They were not moving, and so I pulled them. But I did that not out of strategy, but out of embarrassment. What I usually bully myself over is the idea that my work is my worth, which makes me confused and frustrated because I've gotten over that for the most part, but right now I've seemed to have fallen into the other side of the same problem. I'm tired of working on things just for them to not perform as expected. Trying to rationalize this and come up with an analogy to prove that this line of thinking is very harsh and a bit unreasonable has been tough. I seem to be stuck in comparing this to a parent with an underperforming child. First of all, underperforming child. Isn't that the point of childhood anyway? That we grow and overcome our obstacles, that we have time to do so because we are considered as children, equal parts menace and the future of our world? Underperforming. Compared to what standard? According to who? What else is happening in this child's life that may or may not be genuinely hindering them? And who's to say that hindrance is overall? Child. You may be one part of this being's genetic makeup, but that being is not you, no matter what you may or may not do. Art, on the other hand, is seemingly more the tiny underbranch than the apple. Every life experience has gone into my art, even if it's a nondescript, silly bug-eyed fish, but the charge is multiple painful backstories. Every stroke is informed, even when it's quite literally not, but it's my past knowledge and self taking the lead. My art is not my worth, just as the flowers on a plant. Flowers may enhance the beauty, but if you buy a plant for its flowers, you are sure to be disappointed when you realize flowers are meant to die. They were indeed just modes to connect and to create, and if lucky, can actually do so. But unlike the plant, I am well aware when my art connects and when it doesn't. And unlike the plant, I am hindered when it is the latter. I may not see myself as worthless anymore, but I do question if my time was worth the effort, was worth the finances and brain power to produce. But unlike me, such worries don't stop the plant. It will continue to try to connect every year that it can, regardless of past successes or lack thereof. And we end up being the lucky ones to witness that, being proud of the effort. Because whether these flowers flourish or end up as failures, we still call them beautiful.